Nigerians are ready for the election. There's no time in recent history that we have been so mobilized and galvanized for an election than now. Political consciousness has thoroughly increased since 1999 date. As the year rolls by, you will discover that people get more interest in election, particularly when political education has heightened to a point where people realize that their prosperity is tied to electoral process. Their prosperity is tied to their ballot. So hence, people get set, people get mobilized, and people get prepared for the election. In another few weeks' time, all machineries and political process in Nigeria will be activated and campaign will start. And the prelude to it, what we are seeing at the moment, shows clearly that we are going to have a very political campaign this time around. We have seen snippets and we have seen prelude to the election. And we know that all the major political parties are set to move and begin to do what they normally do as a ritual every 4 years. Well, so that we will not do a disservice to our analysis. Let's do a footpath and a road mark that will likely lead to people to take their own decision. Between APC and PDP, there's nothing that PDP suffers that APC does not suffer from. The scenario coming, the emerging political scenario in Nigeria will be very, very interesting. We are down to gladiators. People are also talking about Labour and NPP. Labour is not a regional party, in spite of the fact that it appears so, because there are sprinkles of people who are also clamoring for Obi outside the southeast. So Labour is not also a political party. You might just look at and say that they are not there. They are also there. Likewise, NPP, because NPP has a very strong hold, of course, in the north. But public opinion at times don't use it to judge. Don't let us assume because Kwasia movement is popular, I cannot upturn things for the major parties, two major parties. So, by and large, I will say that it is more between APC and PDP, and also while also not wishing away Labour and NPP. It should be a joyous moment because when you want to mark your birthday, it's a joyous moment. You have merriment, and election should be about merriment, where people will be promised better quality of life. Somebody will promise ABCD. I can give you free education. I can promote agriculture. I can feed the nation. No Nigerian will go to bed. No Nigerian should be secure. That's the kind of message election should be bringing to us. But gone are the days when somebody thinks that he's going to win election through the back door. You can't snatch ballot boxes again now because the ballot paper is no longer useful to you. So voters should go and register. Voters should understand the relationship between prosperity and the ballot box and the ballot paper. So the earlier all of us know and understand the need for us to be ready to vote. We have close to 100 million registered voters. So an insecurity by the day. Good thing for us, political conscience is increasing every day. But we, like I said earlier, we must vote and vote wisely. We must vote somebody that's going to bring prosperity to us. Don't sell your conscience. Great nations in the world recognize the turning moment in their life. This is a turning moment for us. If you vote someone that understands our peculiarities, someone who's going to You someone who's divisive, someone who's going to bring Nigeria together, someone who's going to bring prosperity to our doorstep, who will not make our children regret that they are Nigerians. Such a people is the kind of voters should be ready to vote for. Lagos is, in that terms of landmass, is the smallest in the country, and coincidentally, is the most populated. In the last 20 years, we have been taking census of the numbers of people that are coming into Lagos that are living. It shows clearly that the number of people coming into Lagos are far higher than the people living, which means the population is increasing on a daily basis. For such a state that also have 52% of the nation's economy requires peculiar intelligence, a mega city, and somebody who is not just the governor of any conventional state, but the governor of a state that has sophistication of Lagos. So to me, I give kudos to the present team in Lagos for being able to run a mega city of Lagos type. If you do not have extra intelligence or extraordinary brilliance, you can't survive a day in Lagos as a governor. So, what the people of Lagos have always enjoyed is that they have dialogue, that they constantly have someone who understands what Lagos needs at any time. And that's what I see in some it's during the COVID, he brought out the best in them. It was a wonderful team. He made preparation for it. Our case would have been worse than Italy if he had not done what he did. And something that is not of his own business was heaped on him. NSAS reversed the progress of Lagos for several years. It destroyed the economy, but the usual magic they normally do about the economy of Lagos State, they did it and Lagos is getting back on its feet. No state could survive the kind of carnage and damage that Lagos has passed through. But they were able to survive, and if you look around you, you see environmental development. Infrastructures are coming up, and nightlife has returned. Security, that's what I mean, it's getting better. Given the background of what we see happening around the country, I sincerely buy the idea that the man should continue the good job he's doing.